Well, I'm pleased. That was great, and it really seems to be playing off of our team's response to the loss at Utah. I think that propelled us to a different level in training, a different level of focus, a little better attention to detail. And that, to me, is what's most significant about this match, is that we've preached how good Iowa State is at being organized, decision-making. They can really separate themselves from that, prolonging rallies to play to their strengths, and those are things that we talk a lot about wanting to incorporate in our own game, and we did it just really, really well tonight. So I'm extremely happy for the girls, extremely happy for the seniors to be able to have a day like this and a match like this, so meaningful. Yeah, there's just a ton of individual performances, but collectively is the reason we were able to do that.
You know, the entire game today, side-out percentage was almost 70%.
Right? That's it.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's 2 matches in a row. I mean, we're going to be competitive if we're above 60, and we've been hovering over 70 here for 2 matches, and it correlates very obviously to playing winning volleyball. So they're probably sick and tired of hearing it from me, but the game starts from that metric and includes a lot. Obviously, our first touch was really good. I thought Lexi was just amazing tonight, and she was playing against, in my mind, the top libero in the conference, maybe the country. So that was pretty fun to watch.
Good balance offensively too, across the board. Just talk about how you attacked them, and I think you hit over 100 points above, higher than you did at Ames in the first game.
Well, you know, the beautiful thing is that we can do this in a match where we're not asking Ava to carry such a heavy load, and it started with the middles, their efficiency. Abby set a great match. She's in a wonderful rhythm right now, and she's putting those people in great position. So, but again, it's all connected, right? We're passing the ball really well, so it allows us to use different options and put those players in better positions and not just rely on chucking it up to the outside. So I thought the decision making from the setters was significant, and I just thought, again, the middles were outstanding, so that opened up a lot.
Last few weeks have been really interesting. You know, wins against ranked BYU, now Iowa State, but then losses to Utah and Texas Tech. What does this sort of mean for the team, and how does it affect team identity?
I mean, we want to be playing our best volleyball at the end. We talked before this match, for us, the ability to play teams a second time, we want to make sure that we are well prepared, and we want to take pride in the fact that we took all the information we needed from that last time around. And there was some stuff at Iowa State that were really good, and I thought we implemented. There were some great opportunities out there. I thought my staff did a really good job in helping put together a really good scout today. So it's just belief, and they know this already because they've done it throughout the year. But as we're getting to the final stretch, to be able to win matches like this, to put our names in the back of the heads of those people that are going to be making postseason decisions, this is where we want to be every year.
Considering the late runs your team allowed earlier in the season, what's it like to see a 378 hitting percentage in that last set?
Yeah, what was it?
378 hitting percentage.
And 17 kills? I mean, yeah, that's pretty nice. You know, it's interesting. You can see the confidence that they were playing with, and I'm sorry I keep going back to this, but we talk all the time. Like, if you're siding out well, you can feel fine making a mistake in the transition game because you just trust so much that you're going to get the ball right back. And this is just starting to bleed over into all the different phases of the game. So you see those offensive numbers, it's because they're playing a little bit more free. And that's a challenge, especially in a match of this magnitude. I'm always curious, how are they going to react? And I thought the reaction, especially in tight moments, and we saw it at the third set, really, really well done.
What would it take at this point in the season for UCF to find themselves in the Big 12 tournament?
I think right now, no Big 12 tournament, but NCAA tournament. That's going to knock our RPI up there. We'll probably be somewhere in the low 50s. I think you're in the conversation there, but if you want to take the guessing game out of it, you probably need to be in the 40s. And that's a possibility if we can keep knocking off some of these teams, but we've got to take care of business.
The growth of Alexa. Ever since, I remember the day when you decided to play her and put her in, get the ring. Talk about that growth. I mean, she was fantastic in the BYU match and now win, and here today as well.
Yeah, the biggest ability, her showcasing growth came, and I know you weren't here, but when we talked about this after Houston, the Utah match, she got pulled. She was not playing to the standard that we have for the position for her, and she would have agreed, and she has agreed. And in our conversation, she talked about her inability to put herself in the right place even before the match began, and spoke openly and honestly about, I need to do these things better. It wasn't coming from us. It was just an open conversation. And I just think hearing her talk that way, her having the level of awareness required to think that way and then attack that problem so we don't see it again, she's been really good in practice. It's not shocking that it's carrying over. You got to face a little adversity and figure out how you're going to respond to it. She did that, and she just continues to get better. I mean, she could have passed half the court easily tonight, and we started to towards the end tell her to take a little more, take a little more. But the difference right now is, as fast as she is, as well as she's reading, she's playing much more disciplined, so she understands how the block is connected to her positioning, and I like that a lot. We don't want her scrambling everywhere. We want her to be positioned well and just trust her speed.
What did you see from Sasha and
Oh, she was
and
good,
Ella?
huh?
And, how did they really neutralize that Iowa State offense?
Yeah, well, again, I think I think a lot of it is connected to the amount of attention someone like Ava gets. And so a lot of times these defenses are going to be a little bit looser and a little bit more prepared to make the moves to the outside. And when that happens, if you can pass the ball well, you can take advantage of it. And then it's a matter of if they're going to adjust. But by the time they're making that adjustment, Sasha was playing with such a level of confidence, and she was really getting off the floor quick and getting her arm through the ball quickly. I don't think it really mattered. And then with Ella, it's just, they're very unique. They don't play anything like one another. So you have Ella, who's great off 1 foot behind the setter, Sasha, who's just so fast and dynamic in front of the setter. I also think they complement each other because it's hard to adjust when those 3 rotations are up.
They set the tone. They set the tone there at the net. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Iowa State couldn't get anything clean against their defense.
Yeah, and again, sometimes we blocked well. 10 blocks is nice, but what you don't see are the number of soft touches, the long rallies that came from a well-formed block, and that's probably more telling than just the 10. Just like you said, we're getting a lot of really good touches, making it easier for someone like Lexi and Ava, Skylar in the back row. Defensively, we've been great really all year, so now we're starting to see what we can be when we complement that with offense and side-out efficiency.
Tell me a little bit about the difference it's been and how the girls have been able to extend every single point.
Yeah. I just think you get used to understanding and you're playing at a high level. It's hard to terminate first ball. You're going to have to be able to last through multiple possessions. That's what good defense looks like. That's what good blocking looks like. And can you stay patient? And that is probably that has been the messaging from us. And again, it's what Iowa State is so good at, is they'll wait you out till you make a bad decision and pounce on it. And I thought we did a really excellent job of doing exactly that tonight.